Welcome back to One More Push. Today we are in DaVinci Resolve and we're going to look at how to do some basic keyframe animations and how to add text on screen. First off, we have our timeline here and we are in the edit page. So you select the graphic that you want to make the changes to. And then the first thing I'm going to do is play this back and find exactly where I want to set my keyframes. And I'm going to place some markers. And you could change the marker color here. I'm going to go with lemon. Here goes. A virtual production supervisor. And I think so. First and foremost, if you want to make a change, you can do it graphically up here by clicking the handles and moving it wherever you need to. Or you could open your inspector and you can make the changes here numerically. Basically what I want to happen is this graphic will start small and then grow large. So we're going to have our first keyframe here. So I mark the clip because I had it selected, it marked there. If I don't have the clip selected and I click the marker icon, then it marks the sequence itself, marks the timeline. So that's where I want it to start. It's on freeware or open source, and that's where I want it to be full size. So this is actually full size. This is about as big as I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and mark a keyframe. Click this little dot here to store that parameter. So we're going to click the zoom, click the position, and you'll notice it turns red. That means it's marked a keyframe. And now we'll jump back to our previous keyframe and it jumps, the playhead jumps right to that marker automatically. So now we're here and I'm going to change this down to the size and location that I want it at. Then I can snap back to my marker and you can see it jumped right back. And when I play that, and if you want to see that in motion, you can click this little icon here and it'll pop up your keyframes. So this is my zoom and my X position, and you could click this drop down and choose whatever you're looking at that to change. And I'm going to select all. So now you can see all your keyframes. And as soon as it passes this marker, it should grow larger and then stop when it hits the keyframe. So now that I see this one more thing, I'd like to go ahead and see if I can change another attribute on here, maybe the opacity. So let's turn off all and just focus on our opacity. Let's set a keyframe by clicking here. Take it back to the beginning. Set another keyframe and just drag it down from 100 all the way down to 0. And what I want to do is make that transition a little bit smoother. So I'm going to select both those keyframes and click this. And now it smooths out that curve. So rather than a straight line, it's more of like a gradual transition. And there you have it. Now you can do, and it's not limited to scale or position or size only. You can keyframe any attribute just like Adobe Premiere. So now, how do we add text? So in DaVinci Resolve, to add text, all you do is select the video layer that you want to add your text on, and then click on Effects, make this a little bit bigger, click on Titles, and now we have Fusion Titles, which are full screen, and then we also have some other pre-built titles here. So Fusion Titles are going to be a little more dynamic, so let's start there. I want something big, full screen, loud, in your face, and interesting. But I have a list of, I think, 3 things that I want to put up there. So you can see as you hover your mouse across this, you kind of see it animate on screen. So I like this one. I'll just take it and drag it into my timeline. Then I can adjust the time by clicking the edge and dragging it. We'll play it through. And that's pretty nice. I like that. There's that. And then to change it, you can add your text here. So 3D, add whatever you like. And then we have our sample header. I think that looks really nice. And if you wanted to do something more basic, just scroll all the way up to the top and grab your lower third, your just basic text, or any number of other options on here. And then once you have it selected, it's the same sort of thing. You just rely on your inspector over on the side to go through your different attributes. And if you want to change anything here, you just go through. You have your controls here. You can scale the size if you want. You can change the color of the text. You have a lot of flexibility and options here. And there you have it. This is how you do two very basic, very common tasks in DaVinci Resolve: adding text and adding keyframes. Thanks for tuning in, and always give it one more push.